Hey, what's up, guys? Brett, Woody, Zach here, and welcome to Opening the Door to Home Church. What's up, guys?
Woo! How's it going, buddy?
Oh, pretty good, man. How you guys doing?
Not bad, not bad.
Good, good.
Sweet. What do you want to do?
So I figured I would ask you guys a couple random questions. That way the folks at home that don't come every Sunday get to know you guys a little bit better and stuff like that. Or if, like my dad watches us from time to time. So, I mean, of course he knows you guys, but maybe not as well as some of the people here at church.
Yeah, sweet. I'd love for them to know us a little better.
Yeah. So which one of you guys wants to go first? You want to rock, paper, scissors? Or you want me to just rapid fire it?
You know what? You deferred to me last week on the Thanksgiving draft, so I defer to you.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm assuming you've watched all the Harry Potter movies and stuff like that.
I believe so.
Or at
I
least
might,
know
up to the
of them,
maybe
anyway.
the last one I might have not watched.
So if you were sorted into a Hogwarts house, what house would you be sorted into?
Like I'd want to be in Gryffindor,
Okay.
but I'd probably in Hufflepuff.
Ooh, okay.
I'm 100% Hufflepuff.
100%?
I know this.
The
You took the test, didn't you?
As long as I'm
7.
not 7.
One for every book.
As long as I'm not Slytherin, I'm okay.
Okay.
That's what I'll say.
I don't see you as a Slytherin, so, yeah.
I'm guessing you're a Gryffindor.
Yeah, 100%. If it wasn't Gryffindor, it would probably be Ravenclaw. I could see it.
Yeah,
See, I didn't pay
With,
enough
like-
attention, but I think they would probably be the cool ones. Like they're the ones like the
They're the ones that hit the books real hard, but don't get all the credit, in my opinion.
So they were smarter.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like
Not
they're
what I
the
thought. I was figuring they were the loners.
no. They're like the way I see it is they're like the emo nerds. Like if Hermione Granger was like an emo, in my opinion,
Yeah.
is how I kind of see Ravenclaw.
See, I was thinking emo. That was where my brain was going with it. But okay.
Fair.
Could be 100% wrong. I don't know. But if you're Ravenclaw, sorry if I just butchered that. But
Offended you?
yeah. Anyway,
And if you do know the factions and how they actually operated, you could just
feel
hit
free
us
to come
up.
correct me on Sunday. But anyway,
learn things.
Brett, your first question. If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be and why?
Why do you do this to me, brother?
We all know you love to cook and grill and everything like
That's
that.
the
So
problem.
He doesn't
love
like
to
just
cook.
one food.
I love to cook. You saw how I drafted. I
Yep.
love food.
100%. That's why that's your first question.
I mean, I remember whenever I was younger, I would probably say pizza. I love pizza, but I think I'd have to go with just like chicken wings. No, I love just like
It's
buffalo
probably fair.
wings.
Like boneless or like
I love my high class chicken nuggets. Okay.
okay. The adult chicky nugs. Yeah.
So dinosaurs,
Yes.
gotcha,
Gotcha.
dude.
Okay.
They are texture-wise for a nugget.
Not bad.
They're one of the better ones.
The
in my
Stegosaurus
opinion.
tastes better than the others. Just
For
saying.
sure,
But
for sure. It's because it eats grass. It's grass-fed. Yeah. I'm gonna answer that one.
Okay.
I'm gonna say cashew chicken.
Ooh.
Only because you can
Springfield
always
cashew chicken or like
Springfield
American cashew chicken?
That's what I was
possibly
gonna say.
Canton Inn. Only because Mr. Yen's cashew chicken doesn't exist anymore.
Ooh, okay. That's valid.
in peace.
That's very
Oh,
well,
goodness,
that
yes.
and why that. Never mind. That's a joke for another day.
That I remember Mr. Yen's from when I was like a kid and stuff.
Dude.
And that was something where me and my dad used to like to go. But,
I just don't think you could get tired of it because you could always add more green onions.
That's
more
fair.
cashews.
That is
You could-
fair.
There's ways to change it.
Yeah, to jazz it up,
Enough.
jazz it
Enough.
down a little bit. Yeah.
yeah, that's why I went with wings because I can do different flavors.
Sauces.
You can do
I mean,
sauces, dry rubs.
we're really hoping he doesn't
Yep.
hold us
Super
to. It has to
spicy
be
or
that
going-
particular way only.
Ooh.
be so mad.
No, I didn't put any limitations on it.
No,
Just
just
that food. You can make it however you
Another reason
want.
why I would have went pizza. I can make anything into a pizza.
That's true.
Oh,
That's
dude,
true.
That's true.
All right.
I want your answer on that one. Though.
On that one?
Yeah.
Ooh. Probably steak or some kind of steak.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could always
I've
throw
never-
down.
I've never been a huge steak guy. I don't know why.
I think you'd get.
But I would probably end up getting gout or something like that would be my luck.
You would
So,
either get gout or you 100% would learn how to make the best possible steak.
That's true.
Ooh, true. All right, what else you got?
So, Jacob, if you were famous, what would your stage name be? And what would you be doing? The best sigh.
The thinking man sigh.
I don't know what I would be doing. If anything, it'd be a sport, I'd hope, and I just have a crazy name instead of like my actual name.
Like Hinkle McCringleberry or something like that?
Just goofy. It'd have to be like, and I want to be good enough at the sport that you have to say my name as much, like all the time. It goes across the loudspeaker. That's the kind of game.
Okay.
But
My name is David. I'd be a juggler. Leave it at that.
With your side hustle being yo-yos?
oh man, all right, that was pretty good. Good. I didn't think about jugglers or magicians. Maybe I might have to think about it for 2 more seconds.
You want me to come back to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Brett, what would your dream car be?
All right, listen here. Okay. Why are you doing this to me? There's a lot of really cool cars out there. I love classic cars. I grew up going to car shows and all that fun stuff. This is tough because I love like the '68 Camaro.
Yeah.
Actually, so I think that's the one that everyone likes the most. But for me, I'd actually go with a '72 Camaro.
Okay.
That's when the body style changed. They had the bigger grill on it.
Mm-hmm.
I've always loved that body style. But also, there's the 1970 Challenger. And that Challenger purple.
Yep. Very crispy. Love that color.
Oh, it's really tough between those two. But both of those are just beautiful.
Yep. Did you figure out your stage name yet? No. Okay.
No.
We'll come up with a new one for you.
That being said, for the car, I like that one. That was a good question too. For me, it would probably be like a '50s Willys Jeep.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'd want it to be trugged or rock crawled out. So it's definitely going to be built. It's not going to just be a standard
Right.
one.
Get it decked out to the nines. What color would you get it?
Probably army green, honestly.
Ooh,
Though it's really cool if you
You
ever
going like matte or metallic?
matte
Okay.
green.
Okay.
That being said, if you ever get bored, you can Google this group of guys that are in like stock Wranglers or not Wranglers, Willys, and they'll go through like Colorado on the mountain passes, and they're on standard what you saw in the military, and
That's
they're all
cool.
different
That's cool.
shades of military colors. That's kind of probably what I'd do too.
See, I also back to cars. These wouldn't be like my top ones, but 2 cars that I loved are from a movie called Hollywood Nights.
I don't know if I've seen that.
Black '55 Chevy
Oh yeah.
Okay.
and bright yellow '32 Coupe.
Ooh.
Coupes, yep,
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
And
Yep.
Always loved those. Those are like movie wise cars. Those are
Oh,
probably 2 of my
dude,
favorites.
isn't the Woody from the Karate Kid that he drives?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'd probably be the one I'd have.
That's a-
Yep. That's fair.
That's a good one.
Just rewatched that the other day, actually.
Oh, dude, they're on.
Yeah. They're all on Netflix.
Yep.
So
I
making
didn't
my
watch
way
the new
through.
one still.
Me too. I'm working my way through them, and then gonna watch Cobra Kai. That way I can watch the new one. That way it all makes sense. Got to have that lore. You know what I mean?
Love it.
All right. Here's a new one for you. If you could be the first person to do something, what would it be? It could be anything, but what would it be?
I would have loved to have been like the first person to find an animal or a continent, just been an explorer and been like, all right, now it's named this as soon as I saw it.
Okay.
Because that's
Kind of be like Adam, and you got to name something.
Adam, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, even when you look at when the conquistadors came over and
Oh,
stuff
yeah,
like
yeah.
that, they looked at a monkey or they looked at any animal here and they got to name it,
Yeah. That's cool.
at least for the science.
Right.
Right.
I think that's what I'd do.
That's cool.
I like that. That's pretty cool. Am I supposed to answer that one too?
I mean, if you want.
I mean, first person to do anything, huh? I don't know. That's a tough one. There's a lot of stuff that would be really cool to be like hey, that was the first. Like, hey, he did that first type thing. But I don't know. I don't know if I could just pick one thing. I feel like he probably took the same answer I would have done, is like find something or discover something for the first time. You know.
Be able to name it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I always thought it'd be kind of cool to be up on the moon. So like the first man on the moon or something like that would
That'd
be
have
kind of
been
cool.
neat. Yeah.
Or the first man to climb Everest all the way up
Mm-hmm.
would have been
Yeah.
cool.
Or even, I mean, let's be honest, flying in an airplane, the first 2 planes that ever existed.
Yeah, that's true.
You
The Wright
had
brothers.
to be
Yeah.
crazy to get on that thing and
My
say,
wife is related to them.
Really?
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
her mom's maiden name is Wright.
Nice.
that is
That's
really
cool.
neat.
We're related to Garth Brooks, so that's kind of cool.
Huh.
Nice.
Like third cousin, 5 times removed or something like that. I don't know the math, but
That's
yeah.
a lot of divorces.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them by him. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I don't keep up
They all
with
listen
him.
to him.
But
Nice.
anyway, just kidding. But we are seriously related to him. That's kind of
pretty
cool.
Yeah, that is
But-
cool.
Here's an easy one for you: dog or cat person?
Dog.
I know you have both, Jacob. So
That-
you're more of
I'm
like,
going to put a caveat on this.
okay.
Outside cat.
Ooh,
It can
That's
be an
fair.
inside-outside cat.
So
Like,
we're
I'm not
talking-
against it
That's
sleeping in the
fair.
house at night,
But he
Okay.
goes outside and explores.
but every day, and there ain't no litter box in the house.
he got a job to do.
That would be fine and dandy. And I have one.
That's fair.
And I just need to get the 2. No, I'm just kidding. But, yeah, if I could pick between inside or outside cats are cooler than inside cats.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
So you're talking like a cat that pays rent by catching all the mice outside, but when it gets stupid cold outside, you bring him in.
Yeah, I mean, I have a heart,
Okay.
but, like, you can be cool from out there, and I
Yeah,
can be cool
yeah.
in here. That's fine, too.
That's cool.
It comes and goes as it pleases, basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
we have
fair.
one.
That's fair.
Her name's Stromboli. We didn't get to name it.
Stromboli.
The kids did.
That's fantastic.
How did the twins that are 2 come up with that name?
It was Nolan and Hannah.
Oh, never mind.
Okay. I say,
I was like,
But
I don't
they
see
call
them
her-
saying.
They call her Bully.
Okay, that makes sense.
So
like
they
I
know
was
the
like, they
name.
have a hard time saying Zach sometimes. How'd they come up with Stromboli?
I mean,
But
Stevie says your name perfectly.
that's true.
you're not wrong. She was screaming at you the other day.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
And then she looked at you. Zach. She whispered it after he
He
goes
comes
by.
up and pats you on the leg. All right. Here's a deep one for you, for both of you. When you, because Josie came out first, right? And obviously Bridget is older. When you first held your girls for the first time, what was the first thing that ran through your head?
Dude, I think my mind went blank.
I know that got really heavy really fast, but
I don't think I had a thought. I just stared at her. Like,
I guess, yeah, because yours was C-section too, wasn't it?
and just,
I have a funnier story about that, I think, more than I can't. Like, it was, we had twins. They came 2 months early, so we were kind of rushed in there. I do remember holding them and, like, my wife getting to see them. And Josie, the first thing she did was, I think it was Josie, maybe it was Stevie. But just, it was shock and awe, honestly. You're not prepared.
Yeah.
Even if I think we had a natural birth, I think you immediately go into just, this is a baby and I'm holding it. And
my baby.
my baby, yeah.
I'm never going to financially recover from this. No,
Oh.
I'm kidding.
Okay, yeah.
I'm
But
totally
yeah.
kidding.
It was undescribable, I guess, is probably the best words.
Yeah,
That's why I
that's,
said, like, my,
yeah, that's
my
good.
mind was just kind of blank. I don't know if I could describe what was going through it. Like,
It was all feelings, no thinking.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
you hit the nail on the head with that.
Yeah. If there was a moment in your life that you could live over again, what would it be? Or if there was someone you could see again, who would it be?
I got quiet.
I guess I'll do both. Moment I'd relive is finding out that we were having twins. It was pretty special. We had a crazy pregnancy, to say the least. And it was something that I was praying for, as dumb as that sounds, and to find out that it was true was just amazing. And I wouldn't take it back for the world. And then for someone to meet again, it would be two people. I would like to hang out and go hunting again with my dad and my uncle.
Yeah.
At least one more time. But yeah.
That's good. And moment I relive again. Man, there's a few, I guess. Like, yeah, I still remember the first time I saw Natasha.
Way back when you were what, like 14?
14.
Yeah.
Yep. I rolled my eyes at her.
We have like probably this, yeah. I did the same thing with my wife I was 15 and she was 14.
But she came up and talked to me, and she wanted to see my schedule and compared it with hers, and we had 5 of our 8 classes together, and she said, "Looks like you'll be seeing a lot of this face today. I'm sorry it's not prettier." And I rolled my eyes at her. Ever since then, she just told me that's the only time it's been cute.
I mean, she gave you the perfect setup, so.
Oh, yeah.
She hasn't murdered you yet, so I guess
I'm here.
You
Yeah.
You're
got
doing
away.
something right. Y'all been together for
I mean-
over half your lives, so.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But I think our wedding, probably. Because there's a lot of, like, they always say, like, you'll always remember, like, the things that go wrong, but those are the things you laugh at later, yada,
Right.
yada, and stuff like that. If it didn't happen, it wasn't meant to, basically. And one of them, whenever we kissed, my bow tie flew off.
Nice.
That's crazy.
That's cool.
But yeah, no, our wedding was awesome. I loved it. Then we drove 8 hours to Chicago afterwards. But yeah, that was a good one.
That was a good answer.
That was a good answer. I forgot how many questions I've asked, so
I don't know. We're just here.
You can
we'll
hit
just
one
go
more.
with what's your guys' favorite Bible verse?
Get mine.
I should probably read it
I will-
correctly,
That's what I'm
but
gonna say. I'm gonna butcher this by accident for some reason. Normally I'd say it right, but now we're on here and I'm gonna butcher it while everyone sees it.
So while you're looking it up, do you guys want to ask me a question? That way it gives you time to look them up, or do you know it off the top of your heads?
I do know mine.
Okay.
yeah.
So, there we go. Romans 8:31. The full verse is, "What then shall we say to these things? If God is for us, who can be against us?" So one of the reasons for that is back in what was it, 2017 or something maybe. So those of you that don't know, I'm a big music guy. I like going to concerts. I'm kind of a metalhead too, so I like the heavier music. And I went to this show this one night because my friends were playing it, and I didn't really know any of the bands playing. One of them ended up being a Christian metal band named Convictions. And in one of their songs, they say, "If God is for me, who can stand against me?" And then I bought their shirt that said that that night too. And I feel like and then like the singer also like preached in the middle of their set and all this stuff, and I actually found myself listening and stuff, which we'll get into my full story eventually, but this is like before I actually like accepted Christ and all that, you know. So I felt like that was kind of a big step in my mind of
Opening the door to your.
you said it.
Yeah.
A little bit actually, like that was something that's always stuck out to me, and something that I've always gone back to, like that band and that song and stuff, and listened to, and so that verse has always stuck out
Nice.
from that moment. So
Mine is Isaiah 45:7. Depending on which one you read from, I'm doing ESV. it'll say interesting,
NLT.
but it is, I form light and create darkness. I make well-being and create calamity. I am the Lord who does all these things. It actually
good.
starts from back in the day, a Thanksgiving, I believe. All my uncles would argue about, it could be anything. It really didn't matter almost. But one of them was, I had to go get the family Bible out and pull this verse to read aloud. And it was from King James, which is, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. And at that time, he was trying to argue the fact that different versions don't use the word evil anymore. And he was trying to say, why does God create evil, was the argument or the question.
Gotcha. Okay.
To this day, it's not really that God creates evil. It's the absence of God that's the evil.
Ooh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. I like that. That's a good one. That's a good choice.
That's what I've come to believe in it, at least as an understanding.
Yeah.
Do you?
That's good.
Do you have a favorite one, Zach?
So my favorite verse is Psalms 23:4. Even though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, I will feel no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and staff, they comfort me.
Yep.
And that one has stuck
It's
with
always a
me
good
since I was like, I don't know, 11 or 12. My mom and my first stepdad were going through a divorce. And it kind of feels like ever since then, my life has kind of been, hills and valleys and stuff like that. A lot of dark stuff comes in my family lineage. I can't talk. Words are hard.
Lineage.
Yes, thank you.
Words.
Words are terrible. But it's a dark family history if you look deep enough. But breaking those generational curses and stuff like that, I felt like have been very heavy on my shoulders.
Nice.
And trying to break those got very, very tiring there for a very long time. So it kind of reminds me that even in my darkest days, God's always there. And, now we're up on a peak and stuff like that. So, and even then, he's still with you. So it's kind of like the old oil paintings. You look back and only seen one, set of footprints, but that's when he's carrying you and stuff like that kind of thing. So, but
Praise him in the valley. Praise him on the mountain.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
You took it.
Yep. So that one's been with me for 15 plus years now. That was the very first one that I ever memorized. So
Nice.
It's weird that that was the first one I ever memorized.
yeah,
But hey.
you would think it would be like John 3:16 or something like that, but no, it was that one.
It was that one.
So,
Well, I might have known John 3:16 before that.
but
All right. Okay, spin it back. I have a question for you guys now.
okay.
So I kind of touched on it a little bit in my explanation of that. You guys have talked about this a little bit just now. Just so more ways they can get to know us. Like where our faith started, stuff like that. We don't have to go, obviously, full testimonies yet or anything. Like we can do that
Okay.
in the future for each of us, and so we can really deep dive and have more time for it. But where did I guess church come into your guys' life? Like, was it there from the beginning? Did you grow up in it? Did you find it later? Or did you grow up in it but not actually believe or accept Christ till later, anything like that? Or how did just I guess church and God kind of show up in your guys' life?
And do you want to go first? You
Yeah,
want me to?
I'll
Okay.
go first.
Go for it.
I grew up in Methodist church, so very much on the law, not so much the spirit is probably the easiest way to explain it. Not that they don't believe in the spirit, but they don't. I didn't feel the spirit till way later in life. Let's just leave it at that. Grew up in the church. Parents didn't go. Mom started going. Dad finally started coming, and did it all through high school until I ended up getting a job that worked on Sundays. I was a part of that church all the way up to being a part of the trustees community group, which is kind of like, it's not a board. It's just okay, something's wrong with the church. We are the group that agrees that we spend the money on it. That's what it was. And I did that for a little bit before just falling away, doing college and working Sundays. I mean, not spending time on Sunday is, even though you need to spend time with the Lord more than that, not going on Sundays completely disconnects you, basically, is how I look at it. But yeah, fell away, came back when my wife and basically drugged me to venture. And I liked venture. I liked what Rick was doing. And then some of the church hurt and the things that made me lose my faith in Pathways, the old church we were at, Methodist, clearly came ahead at that church too, where we're not about God's calling as much as it's about having to process money. Now, that's just probably the most basic way of putting it. And I probably took it with my own church hurt and put it that way. But either way, after that happened and we were here in the Blue Room, I just knew that this is where I needed to go to help in any way I could, whether it was just helping in the sound booth was where I started and worked my way out from there. But yeah, always been in church. Definitely felt the Lord the last 6 years, basically, for sure. And a more spiritual understanding and not just logistical understanding.
Nice. I know, I can definitely say I've like seen you grow a bunch, just like since we started this, like just in your faith and what you do in the church and everything. So I know Zach would probably attest that he's seen the same. Like,
yeah,
I've seen
100%.
your brother-in-law, you guys are closer, like in that too. So you've probably seen more.
I've definitely seen you step up in areas that even just 5 years ago, you would have thought you never were going to be in.
Like on the stage singing?
Yeah, singing or even being back in the tech booth or helping out with youth, stuff like that. Just seeing you step up in those areas is huge. And then seeing you become a father and stuff like that has been not only a blessing to see, but an honor to be, walking by your side as you're doing all of it. So
For sure.
it's been,
Well,
it's
you've
been a great,
You're the best uncle in the world, man.
7 years now, so give or take.
Yeah.
However long it's been since I started dating Caitlin, but
You should have that number. Well, dating, I guess. As long as you know when you got married. That's what.
Dude, it's hard to forget. We got married during,
During COVID?
during COVID 2020, dude. So
Take
that's it.
that, COVID. We're getting married anyway.
How about you, Zach?
So, unlike Jacob, we did not go every Sunday and stuff like that. We were more like what Larry calls the VIP Christians, where we would just go on the big holidays like Christmas and Easter and stuff like that. It's not that we didn't believe or anything like that. We just, with everything going on outside, and we lived like 20 miles out of town and stuff like that. So, we weren't like super committed to driving into church and stuff like that all the time. But my first
I joke about that because I live about 26 miles out of town now.
But my first actual real encounter with God was at a church retreat, like youth summer camp. So we're at a White River youth camp. I can't remember exactly where it was at, but we were there for a week. And the fourth day is when it hit me, and when I went up to the altar and gave my life to Christ and stuff like that. Came home, and my mom and my stepdad and my sister had went out and bought me a brand new Bible with my name imprinted on it and stuff like that. And then, back life happened, stuff like that. We stopped. The fire for God just kind of went away there for a little bit until my mom and my first stepdad got a divorce. We moved into town, and we're literally walking distance from a church. So my sister Afton and I started going to a youth group thing on Wednesday nights with one of our friends. Got plugged in with that. Went to that until I was like 18 or 19, on and off again. Found a bunch of friends and stuff like that. And then same thing, church hurt. But it wasn't from the actual church splitting. It was from our lead pastor. His son was hanging out at my house, and he went outside to talk to his dad. I came out to ask him if he wanted something to drink, and he had his phone on speaker. And I overheard his dad say he didn't want him hanging out with me because I was a bad influence on his son. So that made me stop going there for a while. And then the next part is what I call the heathen days, to where, stopped going completely. Wasn't really mad or anything like that, just didn't have the desire to go anywhere.
Thought you knew the Lord.
Yeah. Thought I knew what was up. I could handle everything better. If people acted like that were Christian, then I don't feel like I need to be part of it. Kind of thing. So then just hung out, did my own thing for a while, and then unfortunately, my sister passed away, and got real mad real fast. Blamed God for a lot of things. I don't want to necessarily say ran away to Tennessee, but left Ava to kind of figure out what I wanted to do with my life and who I was, and stuff like that. Needed room to breathe, basically. Did that, came back, and then started helping take care of my grandma and stuff like that. And then ended up meeting Caitlin, dating Caitlin. She brought me to Venture, and then it felt like coming home back before all the church hurt and stuff there. So it felt like it was a new version of that, like a 2.0 version. So loved Rick, still love Rick, watch him all the time. So hope you're doing well, buddy. If you're watching this, we love you guys, and we either need to come visit or you guys need to come down here. Either way, we can make it happen. Hopefully, we'll figure it out. But anyway, and here it's been 7 years with you guys, and 5 here at home church. So it's been a crazy ride. And Caitlin and I are now the young adult pastors. We're doing a podcast, and if you would have told me this even 5-6 years ago, I probably would have laughed at you. But here we are now. So
yeah, you're not wrong.
What about you, Brett? I mean, I know you touched a little bit on it, but
yeah, I mean, so I also didn't grow up going to church really. There were instances throughout childhood where I remember us kind of going, but or starting to go for a few weeks or something like that. But didn't actually. I was always really bored there and stuff like that or whatever. Then I met Natasha, and her family, they very old-fashioned, old school, went to Church of Christ where they were, and that was, she obviously very important to her, so I just started going with her. So that was in freshman year of high school. Would go with them every week, but I didn't see the importance of it still, even though I was going. And so, I mean, we kind of argued about it as we went, because obviously it was important to her. I was like, I don't see it, whatever. And excuse me. So we were going there for, I don't know, what was it? Well, until I moved to college, so 18, so 4 years, 4.5 years. Then I went to college, and I remember, one of my thoughts was, oh, cool, I don't got to go to church on Sunday anymore. It's probably bad that was one of my first thoughts in it. So then I was up there for 2 years until I moved back down here. Then I started going with Natasha again, but we were still going to the old church where we were from. But we're hey, this drive is kind of getting us. It's an hour. We should probably find something closer to home, here in town. And I think at this point, let me see if I have the timeline right here. So we got married, then we got our first house, and right down at the end of our street was a Church of Christ. It was a bigger one, and she kind of started seeing some of the same things I did. Whenever I'd go, I always felt kind of judged or looked down on almost.
Is it kind of like a be seen and not heard kind of situation, or?
maybe, but not necessarily. It was more of Natasha started feeling some of it too, but we thought like maybe it was like an age group thing because it was like it was a lot smaller. There wasn't a lot of different age groups there. A lot of them were like older that went there, so we're like maybe we just need to find somewhere that's like our age group of people, like college age, early 20s. So we found one. It was a bigger one, and they had a college group there, and so we started kind of going to that and had like their small group type stuff, but it still felt the same, just our age group of people instead. Like it still felt like we were like on the outside almost. So got to a point where then I started working Sundays, and that was almost to avoid going. And then Natasha ended up like not going anymore either because she didn't want to go by herself. So that went on for, I don't know, 5-6 months again, and then switched jobs, and so I stopped working Sundays. And Natasha's like, I want to try to find somewhere again. I was like, I'm not going to promise anything, but sure, we'll give it a shot. I didn't have much hope going into it. I was like, yeah, we're going to find somewhere. I'm not going to care, and then I'm going to stop going again. So, so we literally just looked up non-denominational churches near me, see what popped up, and Venture was the top of the list. It was right there, and it was like a mile and a half down the road from the house. We're like, sure, let's try it. Once again, very hesitant going in, but walked right in. I'll never forget, like, good old Will and Tamara. That were the people greeting that day, I think.
Yeah.
And their energy.
Definitely.
So they welcome us in. They're like, "Hey, what's up? We're new. Yeah, whatever." I went in to meet Caleb too. He's like, "Oh, hey, what's up, man?" Then like I kind of mentioned earlier, so music has always been big thing for me and spoke to me a lot. Well, we get in there, so Church of Christ, there's no like music. It's all hymns and only voices. So,
Which there's a place for that.
Right. Oh, 100%.
yeah, and
But just not
At
every
the same time, it's not for everybody. Yeah.
and it was what it was. Like that's what they do, and that's fine.
I'd love a hymn.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong. They
But I
hit
don't want to
different.
sing it, so I'm just gonna say I love what we do with our music.
Yeah.
yeah, and like I said, music has always spoken to me more. So we get there our first week, so I don't know what I'm expecting. Like we're walking in, it's like a bigger auditorium and stuff. We're used to having like
Venture did have
upwards of 50 people maybe
Right.
in a small room.
a big.
But this is big auditorium with like a couple hundred people, and I'm like, this is kind of crazy.
Right.
So, okay, let's find somewhere to sit in here, I guess. And it was December of 2018. So, dude, it's almost like anniversary today, almost of when we
Yeah.
walked into that church. And they start their thing, and then music comes on. I think that this was Christmas time, so they had a guitarist there named Matt,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
and
Campbell.
Yes, Matt Campbell. Yep.
and
Broken shred.
Yeah, no,
I remember this. I remember this
so
Sunday
talented.
because of this. Just finish your story. Sorry.
well, it was obviously around Christmas, like getting up on Christmas time. So
Yep.
he had a solo that he did, and I can't remember what he did. Was it like Carol of the Bells or something?
I think
right?
so.
And he's playing. I'm just sitting here. I'm like,
Oh, they let him shred
they do this here? It's like
with no shoes on, right?
every time.
Every time.
I'm like,
Which I
this
never
isn't
got why people take their
insane.
shoes off on stage, but that's just me.
Holy ground.
Touche. Okay, valid point. I'll shut up now.
But I was like, that's crazy. But then just the worship set too was like awesome. I was like, this is really cool. This is awesome. I love hearing all the instruments. I love hearing the drums. I love hearing all this, and like, I don't know, something like there was something going on inside me, And then we get to the actual sermon. I was like, okay, so here's the real test. Am I gonna actually listen to what this dude's saying, or am I just gonna like fall asleep, or just like zone out? but it was Rick, he preached, and I actually listened to what he said, and at the end, always at the end of his messages, he was always say, so obviously, like I said, judgment and being looked down as something that was like,
Yeah.
that kind of put the bad taste in my mouth at other places and all that.
If anyone judges you, we'll show them the door and give you their seat. Yeah.
That right there.
Yeah.
I heard that. I'm like, okay. I think this is. I think we can come back.
Yeah.
I think this might work.
The next Saturday, we went to a young adults event, which was Tamara and Caleb led those.
Yeah.
We continued coming back, and like a month in, Caleb goes, "Yeah, they're looking for somebody to help in the sound booth," which I had never done before. But I raised my hand. I was like, "Okay,
Dibs, pick me, coach.
let's try it out."
Put me in,
And
coach.
I found one of my absolute favorite things to do. True passion that I just love being back there and doing that with the worship team. And then, so that was January. So a month in, now I'm behind the soundboard learning this like thing that looks scary. So many buttons and so many things you can mess up if you just push one of them. But I love it. I still do that. That's usually where you'll find me back there, is on the soundboard. And then in April, I got baptized for the first time. So I was there for 5 months. And then, there was a whole church split. So I never had like church hurt like that before. So that was weird to go through. And then we started here, and I'm like, this is going to be something. This is going to be really cool. My big soundboard turned into this little analog board whenever we were in the tiny room.
Mm-hmm.
Baby sliders.
So it wasn't even sliders; they were just knobs.
Yeah.
Knobs.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh no, they're sliders. Yeah, no, they were sliders. I lied. I'm dumb. Sorry.
Needless to say, we made it happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did. And here we are today, doing this and still loving it, and then always helping in the men's ministry and all that now.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's a good feeling. Feels good to accept God and all that, and have that. So
Awesome.
For sure.
yeah, been a journey for sure.
As it always is. And it continues to be, because it's not you can't stop.
You
gotta
like,
keep
okay,
moving.
I'm good,
Yep.
and then that's it. But yeah, that's most of it. So, like I said, that was like the short version of ours, even though it probably felt like a long time because we were just talking. But eventually, we'll probably dive deeper into each of our like full
Yeah, recap over.
testimonies and stories.
Because I know
everything.
all three of us have given our testimony on
Yeah.
here before.
But
Yeah.
there's additional
But
stuff.
there's a lot that's happened.
Yeah,
I didn't have
since
kids
we-
before my first one.
Right, yeah. You both were on about
2023.
almost 3 years ago now. So,
Yeah, if it was towards the beginning of 2023, a
Yeah.
lot has happened
yeah.
towards the end of 2023.
So,
So that's where, yeah.
a lot has definitely happened.
On the
and
next episode. I'm kidding.
a lot has definitely happened. But if there's questions that you guys have, feel free to comment them or, send them to us and we
Or
will.
just come find us and talk to us.
Yeah,
Whatever.
we'll answer them.
We'll talk about anything.
More than likely, we'll answer them depending on what the question is. I mean, I don't think anything.
A final
about
important question.
Dun, dun, dun.
Way to cut me off. No, I'm kidding.
Was a hot dog a sandwich?
Depends on how you eat it.
Yes.
He's right. All right.
That's valid. But again, if you guys have questions that you want to ask us, feel free to either, comment them, reach out to us, come find us on Sunday, and we will more than likely answer them depending,
On how much time we have to answer.
on how much
Depending on
time we
how
have
in-depth
or
the
what we
question
have to do. Because these guys wear a lot of hats, and so do I, unfortunately. No, I'm kidding. I love everything that we do here. I wouldn't trade it for the world.
is.
But
I didn't wear a hat.
yeah. So is there anything that we didn't talk about that you guys would like to talk about real quick? Or tell the people that may be watching online that don't get to, see us every Sunday?
Oh man, I'm just gonna ask another goofy question.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
All right. Is salad a soup?
Salad?
Mm-hmm. Would it be classified as a soup?
I've never heard that before.
Well, it is in a bowl. The only difference is you don't necessarily eat a soup with a fork, but
You eat chowder with a fork sometimes.
you do eat cheddar. See?
And gumbo.
See? I'm just saying, if a hot dog's a sandwich,
How
then
much
what is a
dressing
salad?
you-
What constitutes something as a soup? Is it just in a bowl? Is that it? Or I figured that it had to be in liquid. I thought that.
So
was how-
soup
But
has to
there's
have
chowder.
a liquid.
Chowder's not always liquid.
Cereal is a soup.
Correct.
No.
Yes,
No.
Cereal is a soup.
No, because
it's in a bowl with.
for soup, it has to have some kind of protein.
No. Mm-mm. I mean, yeah, but like noodle soup technically doesn't have. I mean, yeah, it's
What
chicken
kind of
broth.
noodle soup are you eating without chicken in it?
Also, what
know.
kind of milk doesn't have protein?
Spaghetti without
Touche.
meatballs.
Touche.
Oat
Oat milk.
But yeah,
Nope, that's protein
So then,
still,
what would
too.
salad be?
Depends on how
I
much
thought it was
dressing you put
salad.
on
I
it.
thought salad constitutes as its own thing, and there was different questions on: is this a salad? Is salad nachos?
Yes,
You mean our nachos a salad?
just like
Yeah.
a taco
Yeah.
is technically a salad.
Hence taco salad.
I think we're getting controversial.
We're going down a rabbit hole.
What would you call taco? Would a taco be a sandwich? I mean, it's not. It's kind of, but not
If a
really.
hot dog is, then yeah.
All right, we're definitely taking a left turn. All right, let's wrangle it back.
Well, is there anything else you guys want to tell them about yourselves that, for the viewers online that may not necessarily come in every Sunday and get the chance to talk to us?
I'm a bowler.
It's true. You are a bowler.
Yep.
There you go. Hobbies. What's up?
I'll talk about Jeeps. I like to go off roading. Used to be a pretty good avid hunter. Haven't gotten to go very often lately. So, other than that, I don't know.
Avid gamer when I have time.
Oh yeah,
Play a lot of
Yeah,
video
sure,
games. Have my own T-shirt business.
that's true.
True.
Some cool.
A lot of
shirts.
people may not know that.
Nice plug.
Used to know how to play guitar. Did it pretty well, but after my grandpa passed away in 2010, I haven't really touched it.
I could play Mary Has a Little Lamb.
And then
You should try to pick it back up, man.
I probably should. I would imagine it'd be like riding a bike, except for,
Got to break.
fingers don't move, arthritis type thing.
You got to break the rust off.
Yeah. Put some
I could never play
WD-40 on
guitar, but I could play Guitar Hero very well.
I believe it.
it. See, I was the other way around. I could play guitar and sucked at Guitar Hero. I couldn't get my
I think
pinky
that's
down to the orange
normal-
button.
I think that's the normal thing. Oh, dude, I used to do orange and green at the same time.
That's wild. I could never do that. I don't know why.
I'll be controversial on that. Rock band,
Dude, I love Rock Band.
Same thing, different colors.
way cooler.
95% of the time, they had better songs.
Yep. There were.
I just didn't like their drum kit.
I never
Okay,
played
if we get
the
into
drums.
this, we're gonna be here for a while because I got some
That's valid. Okay.
I think we should call it.
Anyway, again, like we said last week, if you guys want to be a part of the podcast in any sort of fashion, we will do our best to try to make it happen. And if you want to be on, we will make it happen and find a time that works best with you and do our very best to line our schedules up. Is there anything that we could pray for you guys that's different this week than it was last week, even though we look like we're wearing the exact same stuff?
I wanted to say that at the beginning of this when he said,
That's the beauty of filming multiple episodes in a matter
camera
of
trick.
yeah. Ooh.
"My jaw."
Or anything huge coming up that you guys want to be praying for.
Just for us, we're going to be traveling at the end of the month, so I guess just pray for safe travels for the whole family on my wife's side because we're going to Florida.
Ooh.
That's a trek. All right.
Also, probably a very busy time of the year down in Florida. A lot of people travel
It's
for
right
Christmas.
after Christmas.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Rolling in there right before New Year's, though, so at least we're not trying to.
At least you're not hitting the major holidays. Or
We're
at
trying to
least
cut in
not
between
to.
all of
yeah.
them is what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
Still, I would imagine it's still going to be a little hectic.
You know, like 16-ish hour drive, I think, something
Oof.
like that. What about you, Brett?
Nothing crazy going on my end really. Just
Well, you're traveling at the end of the week, so I guess you could probably
I'm
jump in on that
traveling.
traveling
Yeah.
one.
traveling a little bit for work for like a couple hours away, but
Tis-
nothing crazy. But no, especially but if weather decides to change and snow comes during that time, definitely.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
true.
also for your wife dealing with
yeah, yeah,
rambunctious kids.
yeah. Luckily, it's only for one night and not a whole week this time, but still, yes. Yeah, no, traveling for work and then no, just continuing. No, the busyness of work, I guess.
Mm.
So
The joy of busyness, though, man.
In fact,
yeah, I mean, business is good. So
job security.
What about you?
I don't know. Just that I know the Christmas is coming up and New Year's and stuff like that. That we don't lose sight of what it all is really about and stuff like
Mhm.
that. So
100%.
it's really really easy to get sucked into work and buying gifts and stuff like that. I sound really deep right now at the moment. It's kind of proud. No, I'm kidding. But not lose sight of what God did for us and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
100%.
Don't bah
Absolutely.
humbug it.
Absolutely.
yeah, and definitely don't. I don't know, take stuff for granted and stuff like that. So, other than that, I mean, that I don't mess anything up at work with Brett leaving. So even though it's for a day, it's still fairly new at everything. So I don't feel like there's a day that goes by that I'm not asking him like 500 questions. So hopefully you can manage at least one day by myself. So
He's on speed dial at least.
It's true.
yeah, that's true. But that's about it. Nothing too crazy. So,
Awesome.
All right.
thanks for tuning in. I know it's been a crazy ride so far with us.
Yep.
There's a lot more to come. Feel free to talk to us on Sundays. Every Sunday here at Home Church, 9 a.m. We would love for you guys to come see us or tune in online.
Yep.
And we love you guys. Thank you for this platform, and thank you for being you
Yes,
and
Jacob.
following us. So
I was just gonna say thanks for watching.
we love you guys. Stay blessed.
Peace.